Patriot Prime Reviews is a channel for adult collectors and may not be suitable for children under 13 years of age. Viewer discretion is advised.
This video is sponsored by Toyhax.com. They're your one-stop shop for reproduction decals for your vintage G1 Transformers and upgrade decals for your modern bots. Weaponry for your figures from the Toyhax Armory, and great-looking backdrops for your display from Toy Stages. And when you visit Toyhax.com, make sure and use my monthly promo code to save 15% off your order. So yes, 15% off when you use my promo code right here. So check out Toyhax.com and make your collection stand out from the rest. And tell them Patriot Prime sent you. Now, on to the video. The feature bots in this video is 1988's Generation 1 Sparkabots. Now the Sparkabots hitting the toy shelf in 1988 meant that they arrived way too late to appear in the animated series, though they did appear animated in their television commercial, though very, very briefly. They also made one appearance in Marvel Comics in issue number 46, where they were prisoners on Cybertron that were sent to Earth by the Decepticons to help test some Decepticon jamming devices that the Decepticons were using human bounty hunters for. It was a forgettable issue, and that was pretty much it for the Sparkabots in modern US fiction. Now, the gimmick with the Sparkabots is in vehicle mode, you could transform them, and when you rolled them along the ground, they would shoot sparks out of their backside. So you roll them and these cold sparks would shoot out. And unfortunately, my Sparkabots, that gimmick does not work anymore. So for that, I do apologize, but I figure you'd still like to check these guys out anyway. So now, without further ado, let's take a look at these pretty cool, awesome, non-functional Sparkabots. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and welcome to Patriot Prime Reviews. Now we'll start things off by taking a look at the Sparkabots in their vehicle modes. And from left to right, we have Fizzle, the Baja Buggy, Sizzle, the Funny Car, and Guzzle, the Tank. Now let's take a look at Fizzle first. A nice blue Baja Buggy with painted windows. We've got decals here on the side, big Autobot decal there on the front. I got a little stress fracture right there on top I need to address one of these days. Got nice big wheels with textures right there. I mean, fairly decent sculpted details on this funny car, or excuse me, on the Baja Buggy. Looks really, really good. Now here on the back, that is the section where the sparks would come out. As I'm spinning the wheel, you can probably see the little gears turning on the inside. Underneath each of these figures, there was a gear with a rubber wheel. So when you rolled him along the ground, that's what activated and shot the sparks out. You can probably kind of hear it grinding. I really wish that these would work, but oh well. I mean, they still look really good on my shelf. So let's go ahead and get him transformed into robot mode. Super simple. You just simply pull him apart, flip the front of the vehicle up and over, and bring the arms forward. There we have Sizzle in his robot mode. And not a bad looking robot mode. I mean, pretty generic as far as 80s bots are concerned. I do like the head sculpt. I like the way the face is painted. It looks like the visor is a darker red than the face, but that just may be my light. He also has that night visor that Needle Nose has, which is pretty cool. Let's see, got some sculpted detail there on the chest, Autobot decal right there. The arms are sculpted into the side panels, but man, there are some gaps right there. So it's not only the modern figures, G1 brought us some gaps too. Moving on down, you can see the molded in legs right there and the feet. So there we have Fizzle. Next up is Sizzle, the Funny Car. This is another great looking vehicle. I love the painted windows. This time they go all the way around. Nice chrome engine sticking out right there at the top. Autobot insignia right there that needs to be replaced. That's looking a little rough. He also has some exhaust right there on the side that are also painted. And they got a little scrape on them. But, you know, this is an old G1 toy. Got a little bit of rust there on the pins. The wheels on this car are smooth, like racing wheels. And let's see, there's the back. That's where the spark chamber was, or the spark emitter. There's the wheel down there. Now, one of the things you want to watch for if you're looking for a G1 Sizzle is make sure your figure has the chrome engine. This thing is barely attached, just with a couple of tabs, if I can get my fingernail in there. So yeah, you just got these two little tabs right there. And finding these on the secondary market, they're always missing this engine. So you want to really watch out for that if you decide to hunt down a Sizzle. So let's go ahead and get him transformed. Same way as Fizzle here, you pull him apart, flip him over, fold the hood back, bring the arms forward, and there we have Sizzle in his robot mode. Once again, a very generic looking bot. Bring him in close. There's the head sculpt, kind of goofy looking. He's got his little smile on, a little scrape there on the head, blue face. Got the screws. I'm not a big fan when the screws are so prominent in robot mode, but is what it is. Unfortunately, mine are a little rusty. Like I said, these are old toys. On the panels, we also have the molded in arms and fists right there. Not near as gappy as Fizzle's. Some nice details there on the chest. Moving on down, we've got the molded in legs once again, and the feet. So there you go. There is Sizzle. Next up, my favorite, and I don't know why, is Guzzle, the tank. I love the looks of this tank. Look at the molded details all over this vehicle here on top, on the turret, along the sides with the treads. I mean, it looks so good. I don't have him all the way pressed together. Yeah, this is an awesome looking tank. A couple decals there on either side with the Autobot insignia and the yellow and black stripe. Let's see. Now, he does have a feature the others don't, is he has some articulation in vehicle mode. The turret can do a complete 360 if you lift the barrel up out of the way. So yes, the barrel can go up and down. So if that's out of the way, the turret can do a complete 360. And as I just showed, the barrel can go up and down. His spark emitter is right back there. Same gimmick. He just doesn't have any wheels. He just has the one wheel right there for the spark gimmick that I wish worked so bad. Now to get him transformed, almost exactly the same. You just pull him apart and bring the arms forward. And there you have Guzzle in his robot mode. And I really like the looks of his robot mode. Like the head sculpt with the blue face, yellow chest, molded details right there, Autobot insignia. He's got the gappy arms molded into the sides as well. Got the molded in legs right there. So another basic bot, but I just really like the looks of him. Now, I didn't really go into the articulation for these guys because their articulation is exactly the same. The arms can move. That's it. Some can do a complete 360. Some can't. I mean, Guzzle, he's hitting the turret right back there, but they're G1s. What can you expect? Now, they're simple and very easy to transform, but man, that's pure 80s goodness right there. I just wish they worked. And now for some quick size comparisons, here's the 1988 Generation 1 Sparkabots with Generation 1 Optimus Prime, Generation 1 Warpath, Generation 1 Backstreet, and Studio Series 86 Brawn. 1988's Transformers Generation 1 Sparkabots were probably awesome Transformer figures back in their day. I can only imagine being a little kid, getting these guys and having my battles with the Decepticons on my living room floor, racing these guys around while the sparks shot out the back. Man, that would have been so cool. As an adult collector, especially since they don't work now, it's just pure vintage goodness that I have right here. They're super simple Transformers. They got great looking alt modes, mediocre robot modes, but still, they are just pure 80s awesomeness, and I love them. Now, the good thing about these guys, if you're interested in adding them to your collection, you can usually find them fairly cheap online. especially if the spark doesn't work. If the spark works, you may be paying a little bit extra. But since these guys just mainly hang out on my shelf, the non-working sparking gimmick really doesn't bother me too much. Now guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell icon to get notified when I upload new videos. Also, if you're in any position to help out the channel, I do have a super thanks button, and I also offer channel memberships. And I have to give a huge shout out and thank you to all my current channel members, because it is your support that helps keep this channel going. Once again guys, this is Patriot Prime signing out. Hooah! So I thought you guys would get a kick out of this. Right after I finished filming my Sparkabot video, I just happened to run across another Sizzle in a lot. And this one looks so much better than the one I have in my collection already. As you can see, a much better decal on the front, much better paint applications. He's not scuffed at all. There's no rusty screws. The face looks better. He's just missing the engine block. But fortunately, that is an easy fix. Take the engine block off the old busted up Sizzle, put it on this one, and there we go. Now I have a nice, brand new, shiny looking G1 Sizzle. He's just really stiff. And let's see. Yeah, his sparks don't work either, but still, it's much better looking than my other one. Man, he's super duper tight. So yeah, there we go. And oh yeah, he does need a new Autobot insignia. Off to Toyhax I go.